Okay, so we're diving into meeting efficiency hacks today.
Love it.
And you sent over this blog post, Why Not Should Be Banned in Meetings.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, at first I was like, really?
Right.
Seems a little extreme, but, you love to make those meetings count, so we took a closer look.
Absolutely.
And this author's onto something.
Yeah, this isn't just about like banning a word or anything. It's about changing the whole feel of the meeting,
Totally.
Making it a place where people can actually contribute and feel good about it.
We've all been in those meetings where it feels like everyone's just kind of like throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And no one's really thinking things through. This why not thing the author talks about.
Yes.
That's such a good example.
It's like the opposite of a power move.
Yeah.
You think you're helping by offering something else, but you're really just derailing the conversation.
Yeah, and wasting everyone's time.
Big time.
The author gives that example about the logo design, where they're explaining why they chose red, all the research that went into it, and someone's just like, why not green?
Ugh, and then you have to stop everything and like defend this choice you've already made instead of moving forward.
Right. So it's like, come on.
And it's interesting because I think a lot of times those why not questions come from wanting to be included.
Sure.
But it's just like surface level. You know?
It's like that saying, don't bring me problems, bring me solutions.
Exactly.
But in this case, it's like, don't bring me why nots. Bring me well-considered input.
Yeah.
Which actually is a great segue into the author's solution, which is input-driven questions.
And this is where it gets really good.
Yeah.
It is, right. It's such a small change, but it makes like a huge difference.
Huge.
Instead of just being like, well, why not this, why not that?
Right.
You're actually saying like, I have an idea. Here's a thing.
Yeah, and the author uses that same example with the logo.
Right.
But instead of saying, why not green, imagine someone saying something like, I wonder if green might actually work better for us, with our whole sustainability thing, and it might appeal to like our target demographic even more.
Yes.
We could even like look at specific shades of green that match our branding and test it out.
Now you're talking.
Right.
That shows you've actually put some thought into it.
Totally.
You're not just throwing things out there.
Well, like instead of, why don't we take a road trip, it's, hey, I was thinking a road trip down the coast. Maybe we could stop at some of those weird roadside attractions. Look, so much better.
It's way more fun.
You're getting people excited instead of putting them on the defensive.
Totally.
And it becomes more about working together to find the best idea.
Okay.
And this actually, this reminds me of another point the author made about not making decisions by majority vote.
Oh, yeah, especially for creative stuff.
Right, because, isn't that the point of a meeting, to get everyone's opinion and then vote?
Yeah, like what's wrong with that?
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
Let's say you're designing a car.
Okay.
You wouldn't just ask everyone in the room if they like red or blue better.
Or like round or square.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need people who actually know about cars.
You're experts.
To figure out what makes sense.
Yeah.
And even if it's not about something like car design, the point is that just because an idea is popular doesn't mean it's the best idea. It's about trusting the expertise in the room and letting the best idea win.
So it's more about like a thoughtful discussion than just getting everyone's opinion.
Right. And the author actually gives a really good example of this from their own work.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more. I'm super curious now. What's this example?
So they were working on like a new product launch, right?
Okay.
And they had to come up with a tagline.
Oh, fun.
So they had a bunch of options on the table, but instead of just, taking a vote,
Right.
they actually had each person talk about why they liked their tagline choice.
I see.
Like, what was the thinking behind it?
They talked about who the tagline was for, the brand values.
Yeah.
Even look at what their competitors were doing with their taglines.
Wow.
And guess what? Through that whole discussion, they actually ended up like taking pieces from different taglines.
No way.
And combining them to make a totally new one.
That's so cool. Something that wouldn't have happened if they just voted right away.
Exactly.
It's not that saying, none of us is as smart as all of us or something like that.
Totally. And I think that's what I love about this whole approach,
Yeah.
It's about actually using everyone's brains.
Not just their vote.
Right. And it starts with that tiny change from why not to, hey, I have an idea.
So powerful.
It really is.
So as we're wrapping up here, what's your big takeaway from all of this? What should people remember?
I think it's about being more mindful, you know?
Okay.
And the way we talk and how we make decisions.
I like that.
The next time you're in a meeting and you're about to say, why not?
Catch yourself.
Yeah, catch yourself and think, can I turn this into like a real suggestion?
Right.
Can we go deeper than just opinions and actually understand why we think what we think?
I love that.
It's a small change, but it makes a big difference.
Totally. Well, this has been awesome.
Yeah, this was a great one.
Really great food for thought. Thanks for sending this over.
Of course.
And thanks everyone for listening to this deep dive with us.